Guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. Today we are going to do my updated skincare routine. I'm constantly rotating products in and out, but currently this is what I do. So if you want to see how I apply my skincare in the morning and in the evening, then just keep watching. I haven't done this in a little bit, and you guys ask me questions sometimes. So here we go. This is my current morning skin routine. I'm picking today because if you look at the, I've had like an hour and 40 minutes of sleep. So I've got some not coming back from this kind of thing going on. I get my face damp because in my mind, and I think it's true, I think this is why essences work so well. You know, they drag things in with them, and so does water. This is Lancome's Tonique. I don't waste one drop of this inside of cotton. I pour this in my hand, just a little bit of it, because it don't take much. And that's the first thing going in. And for those of you who like to demonize Lancôme for their ingredient deck, I just want to say something, okay? I've been using Lancôme for 45 years. Not their skincare, but, you know, I've been using this stuff a very long time. Wouldn't you think if it was going to do something really horrible to me, it would have already happened? Just saying. I don't believe this has anything bad in it. It's very lovely. And you see that has sunk in already really quick. I like to work fast. My morning skin routine does not take long. Génifique into the palm of my hand. Dang it, this is already sunk in because I'm blabbing my mouth. It's usually still damp when I go in with this stuff. And then I take my Mad Hippie vitamin C, and I don't use a whole dropper because, well, Génifique has vitamin C in it as well. But I've always mixed these two together, and onto my face they go. All of these things absorb very quickly. It's not going to take very long. Then I take and I put the Lancôme Génifique eye serum underneath my eyes, and I rub it into my lashes and on my eyelids. And then I take this. I'll tell you what that is in just a second, okay, because I work fast. How many times are we going to say that? And just get that going. Onto my face, all right? Get her done. Get her done. That wrinkle stuff in there. It's that. Let's just put on my lip stuff while I tell you this next step. My Tatcha, I forget what this is called. It's for your mouth. Just a little bit. If I'm not on camera, then I will like smear this all over my mouth. But I try not to use as much on camera because it strings. But that helps loosen up all the dead stuff. So now I'm going to do my moisturizing. And this is the part in the road where things change. Some of you are probably going to like just really rip me a new one in the comments. And well, that comes with the territory of doing skincare videos. I don't wear sunscreen every day. It's out there. Okay. I don't believe in it. I believe in sunscreen. I don't believe in smearing myself down every 2 hours with sunscreen when I'm not leaving my house. Shy Guy's the kind of person that doesn't let the sun come in the first place because he's Dracula. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't want people peering into our house, all right? So there's never any curtains open. I am not going to douse myself down with unneeded chemicals on my face that I'm not convinced we ain't going to find out in later years it does something horrible. But, you know, I'm not going to do that unless I'm leaving the house. And that doesn't mean going to the mailbox. If I'm just going to the mailbox, I don't care. But if I'm going to leave the house, then what happens now is I do the next step, the moisturizing thing. I go and I make me some tea or coffee. And then I come back in here in about, 10, 15 minutes. And the reason is because I don't want pilling. If I'm going to wear sunscreen and makeup together, I absolutely give time between my moisturizer and my sunscreen and my makeup. Today, we're not going to do that because I'm not leaving this house. But if I were, what I would do next is the moisturizing stuff. I'd let that sink in really good. Get me some coffee or whatever, all right? Do my hair or whatever while all that sinks in. Then I come in and put on sunscreen. Sometimes I will use a sunscreen in place of foundation. because I know I'm going to put it back on in a couple hours anyway. I is outside. Okay, I'm on the outside. If I'm on the outside of the house, I'm probably going to reapply that sunscreen in a couple hours. I just wanted to get that whole sunscreen thing in there because I know if I don't mention it, then you guys are going to think I don't wear sunscreen. I do, but not if I'm going to just be in my house. Not if I'm on the inside. Next thing I do is put on my moisturizers. Now, both of these, at this particular moment, what I'm using is Clarins. That will switch. This is a step that switches depending on, you know, what I have open at the moment. So this one here is the Clarins Total Eye, which I've been using for a little bit, and I love it. I do believe Clarins sent that one to me. I didn't buy this. I can't afford this. One of you, thank you so much, sent this to me. All right. Anyway, I put this on, and then I get my eye patches. Ta-da! This is from PACIFICA, and I get these and put them on. All right, let's talk about patches, okay? Because sometimes you see me in these. Sometimes you see me in Derma E. Sometimes you see me in the CosRX Snail patches. Here's why I do what. Today is a day where I just really need some help under here, and I'm out of the Derma E. Because the last 2 containers I've had of that, I've not been really happy. I'm going to put this on while I tell you that. Because it's been so thin that I have to apply 2 and 2. That makes that no longer cost effective. Just putting this up here, and we're going to get the one that goes on my forehead. Which I know makes me look ridiculous. I don't care, obviously. Somebody said I was a narcissist not that long ago. Actually, they were confused. They wanted to say I was vain, I think. And okay, I am a little vain, but I don't think I'm overly vain, or I wouldn't get up in front of thousands of people like this. I don't care. This has a result I like, so we're going to do it. Also, here's another question. Do they go with the little end in or the little end out? However you want to do it. It doesn't make any difference. If I have a day where I wake up and my eyes are real puffy because of lack of sleep, which happens a lot, then I will take and I put on the Derma E patches, because the Derma E patches have caffeine in them. Well, actually, that's not the first thing I do. The first thing I do, I went in the kitchen to get these so I could show you that before I do anything, if I'm puffy, I use these, okay? They're little ice roller things on to bring down the swelling. Then I do the Derma E. But instead of that, I went in the kitchen and ate cheese and then came back and forgot all about what I went in there for. If I'm having a day like today, this could have gone either way, okay? It could have gone this, what I'm doing, or it could have done this if I'm really dry underneath my eyes and I'm just, then I'll reach for these, because these are like a miracle. The CosRX Snail Hydrel eye patches, that stuff is really good. But a lot of times I just like to do what I'm doing right now, and this is usually where you guys come in. You know, at the start of my Get Ready With Me's, I'm already to this point. Evening skincare is harder to film, I think, because I got to bring in water in here, because I don't have a way to film in the bathroom. And then I have to lug in this case, because this has all my nighttime stuff in it. I just get the case, sit on the bed and watch TV and do my skincare. Or if my husband and I are watching a movie or whatever, then I will take it in the living room. So basically this goes wherever I go to do my skincare. I have on a tubing mascara today. So, you know, typically you take warm water, which this is lukewarm now, but it might not do the job. But all you do is take and do this, and the little tubes will come off, but the water needs to be warm. And like I said, this water is not warm anymore. So it's not working as well. But see, that's a tube. And, you know, I get asked that all the time about how you take off tubing mascara. So you see, if you do this, then you can see how there's no rubbing, tugging, pulling at the under eyes, and the mascara just comes right off. You can do it in the shower, and it will just come right off there. You can also remove them with eye makeup remover. See, there's another tube, because I got it all wet. And, you know, Bifacil will take it off too. But, you know, the whole thing with tubing mascara is to just remove the tubes from your lashes like so. And not have to mess with your under eyes. So I'm just going to take this and do this at first to get most of my face off. Like, you can't see it, but I can see at the bottom of this bowl are all these little black tubes from where I was dipping my hand in there and doing this. So there you go. The next thing I do is take off the makeup with either this. I love this stuff. It's Andy sells this, the Body Shop. Andy of the Fritzy family, and I love this stuff here. If I have been wearing sunscreen, then I have some cleansing oils, you know, this one from Tatcha, but I know this cuts right through the sunscreen. I don't have on sunscreen today, so I'm not going to do that. Today I'm going to do a double cleanse with Tatcha. So I just take the cleansing oil and I put it on my face. Just rub it all around. It feels so good. You might hear the TV. My husband is home, so he's out there listening to the television, and I'm in here washing my face in a peculiar manner instead of being in the bathroom. The same thing happens when you do this, by the way. When I get water on this, it'll turn milky and just melt away what's on my face. Now, I'm not saying that my Tatcha doesn't remove my sunscreen. I suppose it does. I just like to do this when I have sunscreen on. And you can see that this turns milky. I don't know if the camera's picking that up or not. Can you see that? So it breaks down whatever the makeup was left on my face from the makeup eraser. It breaks it down. Now, I usually then will take water, fresh water, and rinse my face. But since I'm in here, I'm just going to use the makeup eraser again to wipe this back off. I normally wouldn't do that. After that, I actually wash my face with a cleanser. I usually like to do like brands. So, for example, I just took this off with Tatcha, so then I'll follow up with a Tatcha cleanser. This is the rice cleanser, but let's say I did this, then the cleanser I like to use is by Refer. I love this stuff. This stuff is so great. I love it. I'm going to take this, just wash my face with this rice cleanser. Oh, I love the smell of Tatcha. It's intoxicating to me. But anyway, I rotate through cleansers. I mean, I use the Mad Hippie cleanser. I've got so many different cleansers that I love. I'm going to go dump this water and rinse this off in the bathroom, and then I will be back. While my face is still wet and I'm in the bathroom, usually I'll take this. It's Refer's toner, see? And I'll put that in. I am a big fan of essences and toners. Okay, so that's the first thing onto my skin. And while that's really damp, I take my Bifacil, and you ever wonder what that hole is, why it's so big? I believe it's for this, that a Q-tip fits in there perfectly. I just want to make sure that all of my eye makeup is off, because sometimes I'll have shadow underneath here. I didn't today, but I like to run a Q-tip of Bifacil through my lashes after it's all said and done to make sure I get all of, see, that's just a tiny bit. Make sure I get any lingering eyeshadow, any lingering eyeliner in the tight line or whatnot. I can just get that out with this Q-tip. And then I wipe that off. And then I take my damp makeup eraser and get that off of there, because I'm going to use my lash serum at least twice a week, and it is tonight. I use my lash serum, and so I want my lashes to make sure all that's out. The next thing I do is take this Tatcha, which was a gift to me from Rebecca and of the Fritzy family, and put that on my face. And while it's still damp, I'm going in with my Mad Hippie Nutrient Mist. All these things give me something different. In case you can't tell what this is on my face, it's bubbles. This is effervescent. I'm a fan of all of it. I just love putting on essence after essence and giving my skin all these great things to eat. Depending, sometimes I use this Haru Haru Wonder on my face as well. Remember the eye serum from this morning? I have another bottle that's in my nighttime, and I will put that under here. And same as in the morning, I just go all the way around my eyes with it and through my lashes. While my face is just a little tacky, I'm going to take the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular 1 pump of this serum into my face. And then I use this. All this stuff sinks in really quickly. I love that. It makes my routine seem like I'm not doing that much, even though it looks like I am. But this stuff here is for hyperpigmentation. My Clarins, this is a new one. This one is, the other one that I use in the morning, it comes out real easy. This one here, I swear the pump is broke. And that's probably why after all of this, I won't have it anymore, is because I'm gonna have to probably bust this one to get it out. I just don't understand. This is the second bottle of this stuff that I can't get it to pump it out. And then I end up having to break it and get the little, there's a pouch in here with the stuff in it. Okay, so there we go. That's a lot to go through, right? So I don't understand why that happens, but that's my eye cream. After all that sunk in, I've been taking this before my moisturizer. I just get a little bit of it. It's blue. And I've been putting it right here on my forehead and down on my neck. Pretty much where I have the most wrinkles, that's where I'm putting that. I know, right? In my mind, I just want to see, like, does my neck and my forehead get better than the rest of my face? If it does, then it's this. And then because it's Monday, I'm going to put my eyelash serum on, my Fresh Rose lip mask, and then I rotate my moisturizer. So tonight I'm going to be using this from Tatcha, and then tomorrow I'll use this from First Aid Beauty. This is the firming cream, and I really like it. Put that on my face and my neck. I love it so much. The dewy cream is just so good. I love it. And I go to bed. That's it. Know that you're the best part of the Fritzy family, and that if you're not having a blessed day, the way you get one is to go be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya. Bye. And I'm out.
Cup your hands like this and go. That's how you blow dried your hair. Pump up the water, pump up the water. Instead of volume, pump up the water, yeah. Anyway, these wrinkles have got me beside myself today. Like, I get knocked down, but I get up again. Ain't no one gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Ain't nothing gonna keep me down. So I think this is why essences. Because I do not. Nah, nada. I am not gonna douse my bibbidi bobbidi boo. Oh, I forgot to say, I'm being Tabitha. I'm gonna make my views go really large on this video. Every other day or so I have to go through this. What the heck? Did you see that? It went squirting across the room.